Hey, welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert BOBTV Brown. Before we get into this segment, by the end of this video, I want you to do a few things for me. First of all, if you like the video, hit the like button. Please do. If you don't like it, hit unlike. It's okay. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes, as Jimmy Dole would say, you find yourself unsubscribed and you need to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified when a new video is being dropped. Whoop, there it is. And more importantly, the super chat will be on for this segment, so if you want to donate toward the efforts of Bob TV, that's freely up to you. I do have a job, but any amount will help toward the growth of this channel. And more important, let us help you help us by introducing you to a program. There's a link down below that says Equal Justice for All. You're going to click that video link and there's some educational tutorial about a phenomenal program in America that is really making equal justice a reality for every citizen. So this program is phenomenal. The proceeds from you participating in the program will go back, 10% will go back into the Bob TV YouTube channel. So anyway, my name is Robert Brown with The Rob Report. Let's get into it. Hey, good day. Welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your humble host, Robert Bob TV Brown. How you doing today? The Bobby Brown Show will be coming back on soon, so hang tight. I am going to be doing some things, and I'm going to ask for your help on helping me do these things. I don't want to do them by myself. Everything I've done here, I've done mostly on my own. I do have a few contributors that donate to our Patreon account, and I'm going to do a Patreon Appreciation Month. I can't do it every week, but I'm going to do a Patreon Appreciation Month pretty soon to let those who are on the Patreon channel to say thank you. You can always give into this particular endeavor by donating to my PayPal account, which is a little bit more instant. So any amount of due, 5, 10, 15 million. No, I'm just kidding. But it's, you know, so the whole purpose of me doing that is because I want to make sure people feel like they're part of this. All right. In today's whack news, we already know that Duval Patrick has positioned himself to run for president. I don't know what it is with these late rich people coming in late. They can come in the last inning. Well, I can't say in the last inning, but when there are people who already been on the debate stage, rocking and rolling, they feel like they could just come in and just overstep all the hard work they've been doing, trying to do things in Iowa and things like that. It's like, to me, I don't understand. It's a spit in the face when you say, I'm going to skip the Iowa caucuses, go straight down to South Carolina and to the South, because that's where the meat of the matter is. That's where we really win, black voters. Look, anytime somebody say, forget the Iowa, I'm going to go down there and focus on black people, that's a person who's trying to kiss the butt of black people, but don't want to do anything for black people, especially down south. You know, down south is a ADOS hub, you know, people who grew up generations down there in the South, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, Alabama. They know that there's a lot of black people there, and most of them are foundational black Americans, which mean they were, their parent came here, or their lineage goes back to slavery here in this country. We call them ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves. I'm one. And I'm an ADOS advocate. I do believe in some of the policies that they push, and I talk about it here a whole lot, as you already know. But here we go. Duval Patrick. I believe ADOS himself. Mr. Rich Boy, Mr. Bain Capital himself, best friends of Mitt Romney, actually worked for one of Mitt Romney's organization. The guy who helped Mitt Romney reach out to the black community to get Romney Care passed, which is really where Obama got the Affordable Care Act from. Well, they tried Kamala Harris. That didn't work. She's dead. She's dead in the water. She'll never make president. She's not going to win the Iowa caucus. She sure ain't going to win too much in the South. She's dead in the water. She's lucky she keep her Senate seat. Oh, they tried Cory Booker. Cory Booker is too early for you. You look too geeky, man. You did hit Joe Biden on a couple things at the last debate. We'll talk about that soon. That was good, bruh. But it's not good enough. You know, you and this cheeky Spartacus, black Superman, black savior, the second coming over Obama stuff is just not going to work, and it's not going to get you elected. Be yourself, bro. Hang it up this time. Come back 5-10 more years. He's done. Not going to happen. Thank you for what you do for unions, though. Thank you for what you do for unions, but it's not going to happen with you. So they tried the second coming over Obama. They tried the female black Obama. They tried the female white Obama, Amy Klobuchar, who got about as much excitement as a shouting snail. You ever seen a shouting snail? Exactly. They don't exist. Amy Klobuchar. Then they tried white Obama, Beto O'Rourke, dead in the water. Now they trying white gay Obama. You know who that is, right? White gay Obama is your boy Pete Buttigieg, Mayor Pete, with his fake policy for Black America, the Douglas Plan, who he faked that a bunch of black people are supporting my plan. They're excited about my plan. No, they're not. No, they're not. No. Matter of fact, mostly white people on that plan for support. And the black people who you claim voice that they endorsed the plan, they said, nah, we ain't never endorsed it. You put our name on this thing, and you tried to tell us if we don't let you know in a certain amount of time, we're going to keep your name on the list as an endorser. That is slimy, scummy, trickery. You're fraud. You're fraud. And I can go into the story about the situation about what you said about black kids not having role models, and that's the reason why they're going to hell in the handbasket, pretty much what you said. Black kids always have role models, some of them negative, some of them positive, but we had role models. And some of them were businessmen on the positive side, some of them were businessmen on the negative side. So we always had role models, but I'm not going there. It's about Duval Patrick. Well, Duval Patrick decided to do his first launch, so he decides to go to Morehouse to do his first speech. Let me get to the story. Oh, God. Oh, these people trying to run for office. All right, so I don't know if you can see this. This is from Black Enterprise Magazine. And it says, "Be a modern man." Duval Patrick canceled Morehouse event because only 2 people showed up. 2 people showed up at this event for Duval Patrick. This is an all-black college. Morehouse, the hub of black education, the hub of black intelligence. Morehouse University. Some of my best friends attended Morehouse. Atlanta, Hotlanta, Blackville. Here's another person who's trying to be the next Obama. Him and Obama's pretty close. When he's really a friend of white establishment. He's really a friend of white elites. He's really a friend of the very people who are crushing black people in America today, Duval Patrick. And he actually running for office think we not going to know about this thing. Like, we can't research you and check your record, man. We can check your record. You down with Mitt Romney, that's your boy. According to the Washington Times, only 2 people, 2, 1, 2, count them, 2 people showed up to former Massachusetts Governor's Duval Patrick campaign event at Morehouse. Bad enough we got 1 person running for Massachusetts who's trying to copycat Bernie Sanders. Now you got Duval Patrick who's trying to copycat Barack Obama trying to run for president. And his first campaign stop is at an all-black college and only 2 people showed up. Now, I don't know. Those 2 people probably could have been white and they probably didn't go to that college. But this is hilarious. Patrick recently made an announcement that he was joining the already crowd-filled of Democratic presidential candidate, as if we need any more people to join. We need people to drop. The problem is they know these centrics are not winning. These centrics are not gaining traction. And they think, well, it's a problem with the actual centric person or a centered person. No, nobody wants centered politics. That's dead politics. So every time you try to throw a centered politics in the middle of the race, especially when you're trying to tout as the next Obama, it ain't going to work, bro. It's just not going to work. So Duval Patrick said, I admire and respect the candidates in the Democratic field. They bring a richness. You got that right. Very rich of ideas. No, not of ideas. Richness. They bring in their Wall Street buddies, their big donors, and experience. Some of them, you try to tell me Pete Buttigieg have experience to run for president just because he ran for mayor of a rinky-dink town? Same thing with Michael Bloomberg. Yes, he ran one of the largest cities in America that's probably bigger than most states, but that still don't qualify for him to run for office. He ran New York City down in the ground, man. He was horrible toward black people. So you can go on the stage and apologize all you want. Bro, you were horrible to blacks. You were horrible to Hispanics. You're horrible to people of color, especially black people. So ideas and experience and of depth of character that makes me proud to be a Democrat. Why aren't you just proud to be a person that's going to work for people? Most people today don't give a crap about your gangs, your gang affiliation, your party affiliation, your crew. Americans don't care about that. They'll vote for any party that's going to do right by them if that party actually do right by them. And here you go, kissing up to the Democratic establishment, just like Kamala Harris did on that stage when she got her legs cut off by Tulsi Gabbard. First it was her head, now she got her legs clipped. Patrick said in his announcement video. All right, so you say, I admire and respect the candidates in the Democratic field. They bring a richness of ideas and experience and a depth of character that makes me proud to be a Democrat, Patrick said in his announcement video. But if the character candidates have issues in every election, this time it's about the character of the country. Duval Patrick, no bruh. It's never been about the character of the country. It's about the characters running the country. It's always been that way. It's not about the character of the country. It's the character of the fools like you. Yeah, I said fool. I'm sorry, Lord. It's character of people like you who figure they could just come in, be the chosen one, the picked one of the Democratic establishment, chosen by the big donors, and not listen to the voice of the people. It is the content, it is the character of those who running the government. The country is not a representation. So the country is supposed to be a representation of the people in the country, not the political leaders in the country. The people put you in office to do a certain thing, and you do opposite. You never spend time with the people, and that's why people getting mad at me, because I'm asking and demanding certain people running for office that claim they're going to get the black vote to actually go out there and spend time with the black community. Get out of your high horse, your ivory tower, or whatever, wherever you sit at, and go in deep into the heart of the black community and spend quality time. Consistent quality time with the community. And that goes for you too, Mr. Bain Capital. Sits on the board. Duval Patrick, when the last time you actually been in the black community? Suburbs, hood, elite neighborhoods. When the last time you actually spent time with church people in the black community, or people in the mosque, the black Islamic, or the black Christians? When the last time you did that? When the last time you came and went behind the line and fed black people who are unfortunate? When was the last time you went out there and started handing out coats in the community when it's cold? But you want to come in here and assume that you're going to get the black vote. It's about the character of the country. He added, this time is about more than removing an unpopular and divisive leader. I'm glad you said that, because the rest of them think it's about just removing Trump. You finally say something I can agree about. This is about more than removing an unpopular and divisive leader, as important as that is, but about delivering instead for you. Now, what he's trying to do, he's trying to pick up the talking points of a progressive. Bruh, you ain't a bit more progressive than the lady on the commercial with the gun is more progressive than you are. Get out of here, bruh. At least you give me cheaper car insurance. You ain't giving me cheaper nothing. You did help Mitt Romney give people that crappy healthcare plan is better than the current system that we got right now for us profiting. But bro, you ain't even helping nobody do nothing. Julian Hemmings, the event organizer and the New Deal Democrat campaign group founder, confirmed in email at Newsweek that only 2 people, 2 showed up at the event, also stating that the head count did not include members of the press and event organizers. In other words, 2 people showed up. The only other people showed up were campaign organizers and press. Hemmings also said that the former governor told New Deal Democrats, the former governor told New Deal Democrats he couldn't make the event because he had a flight to catch. This thing was set up for you and you couldn't make the event because you had a flight to catch. What reason would you stand up, black people who claimed to come see you? Nah, bro, you turned it down because you had nobody coming. Hemmings state that the New Deal Democrats were pleased that Patrick wanted to come to Morehouse College, describing the former governor as truly inspiring. College tonight. An organizer with the college who planned the event told CNN that Patrick canceled the event when he arrived and learned that he would not have an audience. Patrick served as the 71st governor of Massachusetts from 2007 to 2015. He was elected in 2006, succeeded Mitt Romney, his buddy, his Bain Capital partner. He is the first African-American elected governor of Massachusetts. Patrick also served in 1994 to 1997 as United States Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights Division under President Bill Clinton, and didn't do a doggone thing while he was in the Civil Rights Division under President Bill Clinton. So there you go. Duval Patrick has his first presidential candidate meeting, and only 2 people showed up. 1, 2. This is embarrassing. And to play it off, because you know we black people, we got to play it off, man. This dude tried to play this thing off. He think he can come into the Democratic Party and run for president as the next second of coming Obama, because as the next Obama, because Cory Booker wasn't doing it, because Kamala Harris is losing, because Pete Buttigieg is starting to drop as gay Obama. Amy Klobuchar ain't going nowhere as white female Obama. Everybody trying to be Obama instead of being themselves. So here we come. We got the Democratic Party trying to convince people to get in this race, like Mayor Bloomberg, thinking just because he's a short, nothing against short people, but billionaire can just spend his money. Billionaire versus billionaire. I told you, we ain't in this. We don't care about your billions. And Trump got so much stuff on Bloomberg that he gonna make Bloomberg look stupid. We will lose if Bloomberg end up being the nominee. Same thing with Duval Patrick. We don't need another Obama. Okay? You don't need Obama. But yet, here you go. Here you go. We need a centric person in here that's going to keep Obama's dream alive. Obama had a dream. Guys, look. I'm a critical of all presidents. I don't take no sides. And when I look deeply into their record and look deeply into things that they approved of and signed off for, I actually see something different. I'm not the type of person that's going to fall for TV personalities. Because you see these images of these people on TV and you think they're all that great and they did great. And man, we need to have somebody like this person, and you don't even really know that person. Then you check the record and say, man, I really didn't know this person. We don't need an extension of the Obama coalition because the Obama coalition had a lot of negative stuff going on that the media kept undercover. Just like we don't need another term of Trump because Trump will be horrible. Now, would I trade Trump for Duval Patrick? No, I am the person that I will always be. I will always vote for good, and I will search out that person who will do right by this country, whether they got a shot or not, and let my vote give them a shot. But here's the whole overall point of view for Bob TV. If you don't got the black community heart and mind, if you're not going to spend time with the black community and listen to their needs and go out and advocate for it, why would I stab my community in the back and support you when I know you ain't going to do nothing for them? Duval Patrick didn't do nothing for most of the people in Massachusetts. He ain't do nothing for the for black people in Massachusetts, and he sure ain't going to do it as president. And he's black. Stop thinking just because they're black, they got your best interests at heart. You don't know that. You can always check their record and see what have they done for the black community and make your decision from there. And that's what I suggest you to do. But if they're running for office right now and they're not taking high quality time to spend with the black community, knowing they need the black community in order to win this election in the primaries, then why are you sitting up there voting for them? But you can do whatever you want to do. You're a free moral agent. This is America. America. I can vote for who I want. You can't tell me who to vote for. And I will never tell you who to vote for. I will always tell you, you may be blind about the person you're about to vote for. Go check their record. And then when you check their record, then if it checks out, they're okay. Then vote for them. But don't be overlooking stuff. Don't be overlooking stuff. You know, much as I like Tulsi Gabbard as a senator that's trying to do bold things, as a political leader that's trying to do bold things, I got a problem with her not calling out Obama. If you hear her speech, she always say Clinton, Trump, Bush, and he leave out Obama. She leave out Obama. Now, I can understand she's doing that because she want to tick off Obama voters. She know black people love Obama, and she want to try to get that black vote. To me, that's kowtowing, and I don't want her to do that. And people get upset because I say these things, thinking that I'm against her. No, I want her to be heard. If you're calling all these people out for the wrong they do, you got to go the extra mile and call out the people who you don't want to call out because you may like them. Nah, man, I'm not that way, man. It don't matter who you are. I'm going to call it out. I don't waste my time talking about Trump because he's a piece of crap. I know what he's going to do. I knew what he was about before he ran for office. Everybody in New York, mostly everybody in New York, know what that guy is all about. Especially people in the union industry, trade unions and all that. We know what he's about. That brother don't pay. He like Buck White, man. Buck White on Martin said that brother don't tip. That brother don't pay his workers. Anyway, I'm done. Duval Patrick running for president, has his first campaign event. 2 people showed up. Bruh, that's a signal saying, nah, don't waste the taxpayers' time. Don't waste the taxpayers' money. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your family's time and money pursuing this because the DNC wants you to do it because they're everything but Bernie. They're going to do whatever they can to stop Bernie. So when they feel like somebody's not rising, this is not about Trump. This is about Bernie because their number one goal is who can defeat Bernie. But they're trying to mask it as who can beat Trump because they know they got to beat Bernie first in order to put somebody in there to beat Trump. And they're going to do everything by hook and crook like I've always said. And Bernie's just going to mope along right along with it. My friend Joe. Duval Patrick. That's my good friend Duval Patrick. Helped me a lot with my situation over there. Stop. It's anybody but Bernie. But Bernie still at the end of the day is going to continue to go with the Democratic Party. He ain't going to be bold enough and brash enough to say, hey, I did my part. They stabbed me in the back. I'm not going to stab the people in the back again. I'm going for the jugular. I'll run independent. Because they show setting this up. If they trying to set this up to screw them now, what you think they're going to do? Now Obama coming out talking about, if Bernie Sanders is starting to run away with this thing, I'm going to have to step in and shut it down. Who in the... That's another video I'll deal with. All right, Duval Patrick. Bro, you can go home. This ain't your deal. You had your time. You didn't run. Go back to being an MSNBC commentator and lie like the rest of those hacks.